I'm tired.
The show literally has not even started. People are already chirping.
Oh my God.
Look,
What?
we're struggling over here.
Yeah.
This is a Wednesday evening live podcast.
I still haven't recovered from Tim's wedding.
I really haven't.
I don't think I have either.
I had to skip out on his brunch just to say, hey, I got to mow my lawn, take out the trash, and die on the couch.
I think I slept probably 15 of Saturday's 24 hours.
Oh,
Sounds
so
about
jealous.
right. I was just worthless Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Into Sunday, really.
Yeah.
And then I dragged my butt to work on Monday. Everybody was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, yeah, you're right. I probably should have taken Monday off too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Might have been a good idea.
Oh, well.
So it should be a good show. Huh?
Yeah. I love what you've done with the cam.
Yeah. Let's show some people here. I can click buttons. Guys, it will be critical to distract me into clicking buttons tonight.
I love it.
So let's see here. For those of you watching on the YouTube, we had a listener submission last week. Lovely. Of a poster of one Cameron Rising. And he now sits. I wanted to get him looking over us, like His Holiness Cam Rising.
I love it. He's
So-
about to throw us a pass.
Yeah. But it'll do for now. So
Need
he's
some mounting strips right up there.
yeah,
And
3M.
good. Yeah.
Those 3M strips will hold it.
Just do at least 3 million of the 3M and you're good.
No.
No?
His knee can't handle that.
I really can't.
There's an Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
Why didn't you play this jingle at the wedding?
And he has officially been married for the third. He's married for the last time, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Dr. Tim.
Here we go, baby. Prepare to be underwhelmed.
Man, we have got a lot of good hobby talk for you guys tonight.
Yes.
We're going to take some of our listener questions. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to recap the parts of Tim's wedding we can. So many good things happened.
I laughed for hours.
So
night.
so many good things happened that that we can't share.
You can't.
So we're gonna have to just tell you we're gonna share what we can, and we're gonna tell you find us at a live appearance, find us at a live show. We'll tell you everything off the air. I will tell you everything
After espresso martinis for Chad.
Yes. What? Everyone. I had 3 people send me that espresso martini meme today.
3 different groups too.
Oh yeah, 3 different groups, like one on the Pack to the Future and then 2 on my personal account as well. And people who I don't talk to all that often. I was like, oh, all right, maybe I need to shut up about this.
And wasn't it discussed on like our high school friend chain as well?
Oh my God, it was.
Was it?
It was. So,
Just endless.
dude, he's getting big into the espresso martini game.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, as I get old, if I smell alcohol, lights out, and the espresso can at least keep both my eyes open. So that's good.
But before we jump into all the fun and shenanigans, Chad, do you have any announcements for us?
Yeah, of course. We want to remind people where they can find us over on YouTube. We try to podcast live each and every week, typically a Wednesday or Thursday, but head on over there at Pack to the Future Podcast. Please subscribe, like if you're watching now, and then turn on your notifications so that you know when you can find us and join in on our chat and join in on the fun of the show.
Yeah.
Which I think for all 3 of us has really become one of the more entertaining parts for us as we do this.
Yep.
Additionally, guys, we do have a website here as I'm showing up on the YouTube now over at Pack to the Future Podcast.
Yeah.
PTTFpodcast.com.
It's just
There it
on
is.
there today.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Just browsing around. Maybe, just maybe, you went to the website and on the top banner bar, you went to sponsors, affiliate links, clicked on the eBay link.
Mhm.
Shop is planned at no cost to you. Purchase your cards, and the guys get a little cut in the process.
Yeah, help us out. It's totally free. An extra click. If show some love to your boys.
Our videos are on there as well. You can literally
Yeah.
watch those videos there. I wonder what would happen if I clicked on the video that we're doing right now.
Dude.
Talk about going back to the future.
Internet
Yeah.
would explode.
You would create a multiverse.
Yeah,
I think that is how it was created.
time loop for sure.
We do have other affiliate links there. Of course, we've got promo codes from Zion Cases.
Mm.
Yeah.
In case you're thinking about your next card show and how to protect those cards, you can head on over to zioncases.com, enter promo code PACK, and get 10% off your order. Also, guys, Basketball Card Fanatic,
Yeah.
we've got a little promo code for as well over at bcfmag.com for your basketball card insider knowledge delivered to your front doorstep each and every month with just beautiful photography, some well-written articles, and in not this coming issue, but the next issue,
Yeah.
one article from Mr. eBay.
Yeah. Get your
Hey.
subscription started now if you want to get that hot article.
Promo code PACK10 for 10% off that subscription. Guys, I did update the website. Tim, one of the reasons I no-showed your brunch on Saturday, again, I apologize for that. So I had to update this thing.
Huh.
So I also put in there a little free preview. You want to know about 10
Ah.
things that Adam saw at the National? And maybe get a little taste of what's
Yeah.
inside this magazine? Head on over there. You can get a free preview. Now, you see what I did here on the second page. In order to actually read it, you have to click on one of these things to buy it. See that?
Sneaky.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sneaky.
Very nice.
Yep, that's-
Very nice. And that's amazing. You should go over and check out the free preview at least. You'll see that I have not been lying to you all these weeks when I tell you how amazing these articles are, how amazing the photography is. It really is awesome. And it's great for like a coffee table. It's great to save next to your Beckett's. Any big basketball card collector should have this, a subscription to this magazine. Totally reasonably priced, won't break the bank, and it will improve your life.
And we saw one of these over at our local card shop, Overtime Card,
Yeah.
just out on the counter. So if you're a card shop owner as well, looking for something to entertain your guests, this is a perfect thing to have laid out. You can even sell them, yourself,
Yeah.
mark it up a couple bucks and sell it out to people. And there you go.
Definitely.
Guys, lastly, we got a big old event coming up 2
Yeah.
Fridays from now. I meant to pull up a calendar. I don't have it here. Ricky, you got a calendar on that phone? I think we're the 30th or so that Friday of
it's-
September.
Yeah. It's
27th.
27th. Thank you, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we've got a ghost hunt. We've got ourselves a paranormal investigation.
Did someone say crossover?
Yes, indeed. We're going to try and live stream part of this. The internet in some parts of this mill, especially where we're going to put Ricky for a couple hours, is a little dicey. So it may be a little choppy, but you want to see the three of us and then my buddy, Dr. Jason from Dr. Ghost Hunters,
Yeah.
you can watch it live. And guys, I'm telling you, during these live investigations, you just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's really part of the fun because it adds to the suspense. If you're into that type of thing, you're seeing it as we are in real time.
You never know what kind of S show you're going to see. And there could be ghosts too.
Exactly. So head on over, guys. This is only going to be on YouTube at Dr. Ghost Hunters. That's where you can find it, not through the Pack to the Future page. Sorry, guys, I made an executive decision on that one.
Totally fine.
Dr. Ghost Hunters, go over there, subscribe, turn on the notifications, go to the live tab, and you will see upcoming here.
Ooh.
I took my friends ghost hunting at a haunted mill.
Ooh.
And there you go.
Gonna get interesting.
Join us. That's going to be roughly 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 10:30 Eastern on Friday, the 27th.
Now, I'm going to dive in a little bit, and we can go back and cover this when we get to Tim's wedding in more detail. The night before, we went to an escape room that was quite frightening, and one of Tim's groomsmen, not the three of us, was pretty trepidatious about going into this thing, saying how scared he was.
That's a big word.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. They teach them to us. But it turns out that I was the biggest reactor and screamed so loud that I scared everyone else worse than the actors that were paid to scare us.
True statement.
You know what's funny enough, though? I guarantee you, when I get sat in that room alone,
Mm-hmm.
you'll come in and I'll be asleep. I won't be phased. Isn't that weird? I'm a
Wanna go ghost
psychopath.
hunting?
Yeah, I'm a psychopath.
We'll see, man.
We
There's
will.
been some scary stuff inside
has.
of there. You know, I've told you about the footsteps up above, the voices that we have caught clear as day into a microphone.
That is true. However, you and I have sat deadly silent in a number of
We have.
interesting places. So we'll be put to the test. I'm happy to wear a GoPro.
You know, Chad, I was trying to figure out what to wear next Friday,
Yeah.
and now I know.
Oh, good.
He's gonna dress like Chloe.
Ricky, you yelled so loud
Oh yeah,
to the point
I
where
wasn't having it.
I wasn't preparing myself because I tended later on in the escape room to be the person to turn the corner first. I was preparing myself, not for her. I didn't care about her. But I prepared myself for the secondary yell from you.
Yeah.
And it still startled me every time.
Oh, yeah. And it would infuriate Chad. There was a lot of swearing after I would yell each time because I got him. No, and I told you guys, it goes back to the time that a bunch of Chad and I and a couple other guys went through an escape room with zombies. And I got stuck at the back of the line and no one would go through the door. A zombie's coming at us. And I was not going to be that guy this time. So I was picking people up, throwing them aside, screaming my ass off. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. But before we get into all the greatness that was Tim's wedding,
And it was great.
it was great.
Oh, I should turn this down. Oh, it's going to get weird for like 5 seconds.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll pad. Timmy, you've got a new product and some new products for us to learn about today. But what is that new product drink in front of you?
It's a strawberry cloud with boba from Presso Tea around the corner.
Hey, the dogs are excited for it.
Yeah.
Max and Penny are fired up.
A+. It's effectively a strawberry smoothie with black pearl tapioca. It's boba. Get in on this.
When we did his bachelor
Crickets.
party, there was a period of time when you went to go get the PlayStation before we went to the card shop. And then I was taking Tim and I said, hey, let's stop and get some caffeine. I was a little tuckered out.
Right.
I was thinking Starbucks. I was thinking Beans and Brews, just straight caffeine.
No, he wanted to go where my 15-year-old likes to go.
Dutch Bros coffee. And some of the things he was trying to explain to me, I was like, I don't comprehend what this is. And it was like essentially a Slurpee with caffeine, maybe?
Yeah, slushy with caffeine.
Yeah.
Closer.
You've been introducing Chad to all sorts of new drinks this
He's
last
not
week.
having it.
No,
Just
he's not
wants
having
his
any of
espresso
them.
martinis. Yeah.
Wait, what was the other one he introduced?
Beer
me to?
mimosas.
Oh, Lord.
It's just orange juice with beer.
It
Michelob
just,
Ultra or Corona or Bud Light. or
it's so fascinating to
Pilsner.
me because I did Google it today. I put it on our group chat. I'm like, someone confirmed this to me and it was crickets. I'm like,
I almost confirmed
is
it.
Tim just crazy? And then I Googled it, and of course it's a thing.
Mhm.
It more blows my mind that I have been completely oblivious to this my entire life. I've never been a big beer guy.
Sure.
But it's still like, how did I not know this existed? I just don't know. We got a whole bunch of comments streaming in here over on the YouTube. I see Mrs. Junkie has gotten him into the bobas.
Yeah. They're quite tasty.
And Ricky, we'll go back to this one because you missed it earlier because I didn't have your screen up.
Yeah.
A Hot Boy article coming in for Ricky on PCF Mag. Yes.
Woo.
Yes. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's everything I got for you.
Timmy,
Mhm.
what new products come out?
Did you catch him mid boba burst in his mouth?
Thanks for that. I'll just keep chewing into the
Got him.
Oh, yeah. Nice and chewy. There's only 2 big releases coming up that I think most people are going to be interested in.
Okay.
Got 2023-24 Impeccable Basketball.
Okay.
I love the look of these cards.
You'd have to
Usually-
mortgage your house, I'm guessing, to afford a box.
It's really disappointing, especially with the rookie class. The boxes are still about $1,800 to $2,200 a box. And that's just lighting your money on fire. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Especially for this rookie class.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. What?
Yeah.
Okay, for
That's
those
not
of
for
you who
3
aren't on
boxes.
YouTube, you gotta watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share the screen right now.
Even if you're
look
not,
at this,
even if you're not catching this live, go
Ricky,
on YouTube.
look at this. The price of that?
Over $3,000.
What?
No.
For a box?
I'll come out and say it. I know it's not cool to say to people in the hobby, for a piece of cardboard,
Yeah.
a piece of paper.
It's bad.
Tim, tell us we're wrong.
I don't know. I love the look of the cards, but you still have those metal cards with the 1 ounce silver and like 1 ounce gold. But
Does that do anything for you guys?
Not at all. It
Nope.
never has for me.
spend the money on just a pure like graded American Gold Eagle or Silver Eagle. Just do that.
I was gonna say this is coming from a guy who is in Raz groups
Yeah.
for precious metals.
Yeah.
Precious metals. That's the
There
way
was
to
a
go.
time you liked these when you first got into collecting. I
Yeah.
feel like you kind of thought, hey, maybe there's something here, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw the light.
I mean, the cards are pretty. They don't retain value. So again, one of those products where you wait for everybody to open them up and go pick out your cards that you want.
Have you ever bought one of these cards in any sport and popped the metal out?
I've been tempted, but I'm sure somebody's done it.
Yeah. No, I just was curious if you had. I thought for sure.
How about this photo of the championship inserts? Shows Tim Duncan. Boy,
Yeah.
that's a good looking card.
Yeah.
He doesn't sign much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Uh-uh.
And this is one of the first products I think that he's back signing in. And those cards are legitimately pretty. You know, the hollow foil, on-card auto, cool design. Licensed. Eat that, Tops.
Exactly.
I would have to imagine this Tim Duncan is one of the not top hits, but probably better hits in the product.
100%.
Yeah, I kind of like when Barkley started signing again, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I would have to imagine that this card you're going to be able to pick off of eBay or wherever you get it on the secondary market for far less than $3,200,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
which is still absurd to me. Being that again, I would assume it's one of the better hits.
Yeah, definitely.
Logo Man.
Yeah. Again, you're paying $3,000 for a logo man that they got from fans or fanatics.
Tim, did you come across anything there as far as game used versus not for these cards?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm bringing the Tim energy tonight. I got to step it up.
Yeah, what can I get for you?
No, I'm
That's
good.
about-
Should we hit up some like group jumping jacks or something, or
Some burpees, maybe.
yeah, some burp alerps? That's why he's got the boba.
If Tim could do knock out 10 burpees for me, I think it would put me in a better mood.
Should we wager on how many he can do? He has a little carryover from the weekend.
Chad's itching to get that money back.
I lost big at your wedding, Tim.
Yeah.
I lost big.
Yeah. Mrs. Junkie still thinks I teared up at the wedding, but I did not.
You did not. I was watching
Mhm.
like a hawk.
Mhm.
I
My
was
daughter
too.
did, though. That caught me off guard.
Really? I
That's
didn't-
when I almost started crying.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, I look over and she's got, kind of like bloodshot, watery eyes. I'm like, am I seeing that right? Is that just the sun?
Oh man.
Asked her about it afterwards, and she was like, yeah, I got emotional. I thought that
Oh,
was pretty cool. So thanks for the call out and including her in the wedding. I think she really enjoyed that.
good. Good. She is
Yeah.
one of the sweetest kids I've ever met. You have done a fantastic job
Thanks, man.
raising her. It is clear that she loves you very much and cares about you very, very, very much, and vice versa.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to show on the screen right now.
No, you just cold cut to Gold Standard Football 2024.
You know, your daughter has a heart of gold. Speaking of hearts of gold,
Hey, there we go. Yeah, there's a transition.
your daughter is the gold standard of children.
there you go.
Speaking of gold bars from Impeccable, you've got a whole cardboard box that looks like a gold bar if you want 2024 Gold Standard Football.
Yeah.
Much more affordable price point. We're looking at, 180 to 220 online that I saw.
We're seeing 400.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no.
odd the discrepancy there, isn't it?
No, but the sold boxes that I've seen.
And honestly,
Mhm.
I do notice a difference if you go to Steel City Collectibles versus Panini.com. It
Yeah.
could be a maybe not a first release anymore, but I'd expect Panini to be the highest
Mhm.
of where you're going to find it.
Of course, they want their markup. But one of the newer cards that they're releasing in this one is the White Gold series, which instead of just like the gold on gold, like the name sounds, has some white on gold in the background and just a slightly different look, but otherwise pretty standard for past years releases as far as Gold Standard goes.
Mm.
Still have your patch autos, you've got the autos, mostly stickers.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't love I don't know how Panini they always seem to screw up the paint pens
Yeah.
when they do it on like the eye black. It doesn't look as good to me. I don't know why. I feel like people that get their own cards autographed do a better job with figuring out the right paint pen like width and stuff.
Mm.
It almost looks too thick for me. And that's one of the better ones that we're looking at, JJ McCarthy. Evidently the Vikings don't need him. They're going to go to the Super Bowl without him. But I'm not a big fan of the in theory, I like the idea of the eye black and some gold or silver ink on it, but more
Yeah.
times than not, it seems like it gets butchered. God, I'm really Tim tonight.
It looks like the
You wanna switch
JJ
seats?
The JJ's got a
might as
smiley
well.
face on here. How about you think he's still signing with a smiley face?
Probably not. Well, he doesn't have much else to do at the moment.
Ooh, this one looks pretty good. This is a dual auto Michael Irvin Emmett Smith horizontal card Super Bowl. Looks like signature, but you know what they did there? Take a look at this. It looks like they hid the sticker.
He did.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mm.
Why? Just no.
Yeah, they've always tried to disguise the stickers in Gold Standard as either eye black stickers or others. So
Yeah, there's the white gold. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 autographs or memorabilia cards, 2 base cards per box on average, 7 cards, 1 pack, 12 boxes per case.
Anyone gonna pick any?
You guys limit 12 per transaction here. So
yeah.
multiple accounts, multiple transactions. When you go to max that out.
Yeah. I think it's like limit 3 on blasters on target, but you know,
Those $400 gold standards.
Make a pretty cool stack out of those.
Yeah.
I'm always conflicted on Gold Standard. Over the years, I've bought it a few times. I like at different times vacillate between thinking it's really cool and almost cheap with how gold it looks at times.
It's gimmicky, but you know,
for the right price, I could see myself picking
It's
up a
out
box.
early. It's got triple patches that are from nothing. It's okay. I did hit that Dwayne Haskins. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Back like his rookie year, at the beginning of his rookie year, I think from a first off the line box.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And at the time, that was the single highest value card I'd ever sold on eBay. I think I
Yeah.
got $300 out of it.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
I was
Yeah.
just ecstatic. I was
Yeah.
so nervous checking it every day, making sure it didn't get lost in the mail. And you know, in retrospect, there's probably some little kid type flutters or worries that
Sure.
probably didn't really need to be there.
Sure.
Yeah, you could say rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins, and actually be right this time.
Yeah, it's tough.
Mm.
It's not actually funny that way.
Mhm.
So good job, Tim.
So before we dive into more of the meat, Tim, what do you have for us on Upper Deck AEW wrestling?
Nothing.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't care less.
AEW is that's what, like the minors of wrestling, basically.
It's the competitor.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's nothing as big as WWE. They can go crap in a hat for all I care. They've got some good people. You know
Do
who
they?
they have? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Daniels.
Brian Danielson, Daniel
Bryan. Brian Danielson.
Yes.
The third.
I like that.
But anytime you've heard us do the yes chant, that's the wrestler that inspired the yes chant.
Yes.
But no, I don't care at all.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We got mail day.
Mail day.
Guys, we got a package in the mail.
Yes, and we also have to talk more about our cam.
Yes. And I think these two things are going to tie together. So I believe that this package that I'm opening right now is from the same sender of the Cam Rising.
Oh.
Now we're sitting there. Let me tell you guys a little something. This picture frame that we've got posted up over here has been sitting in my clinic room for like the last 5 years, and it's held to Stockton and Malone. Now, Stockton and Malone, they've seen some shit.
Yes.
They've seen some things inside those walls.
Yes, they have.
So I've been looking to update the pictures inside of one of my clinic rooms. There's a sports room, there's a Disney room.
Sure.
And I've actually looked for a University of Utah or Cam Rising photo to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I have not been successful in finding one that I've truly enjoyed. Now, I don't recall if I've seen this one or not, but I just online in my brief perusing, I have not found it.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting upstairs today before you guys got here after my little nappy nap
Right.
after dinner. And I put the Cam Rising in for the Malone and I bring it down here. Doesn't even cross my mind that I've been looking for one and haven't been able to find one. just doesn't register. So you guys can see where our state of mind is, or at least where my state of mind is tonight.
Sure.
Ricky very astutely points out like a really critical piece here.
Yeah.
You want to fill them in?
Well, you pointed out that it's Sports Card Photographer that sent us this poster
On Instagram. Thank you very much.
on Instagram. And we've been looking to have him on. We're going to have him on soon here once our schedules can line up and he's feeling well.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. And I pointed out, I said, you think he took that photo?
How amazing would it be if that was him?
We'd have to send it back for an autograph.
Yes,
100%, right?
absolutely. We got to get Cam to sign it and
One
get
of
him
one.
to sign it.
One of one. Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, so guys, this package looks as though there's a note
All right.
and it reads, "Hey guys, did you like my speech?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
loved
right?
it. I loved it. I filmed
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Did you know it was a little hangover in the beginning? hangover speech with Wolfpack?
I didn't catch that initially, even though you guys told me it was somebody. Yeah.
Even
I tried like even the awkward pauses to really nail it.
Oh yeah, you did nail it.
Hello.
And weren't you back there in the room with us when we played it on?
Yeah, I know. But
But during wedding, like even
yeah.
for
Yeah,
all kidding aside for you, man, like your
Yeah.
mind's in a million different places. And,
yeah.
all
I
right.
get. Yeah, you're totally.
Hey guys.
it's an old movie. It dates us. Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, so good though.
So good.
Thought you would enjoy these cards. I took the photo at the Pac-12 championship game in 2022.
Yes. Yes.
Also sent you a poster print for your show set, Brian, at Sports Card Photographer.
That is so cool.
That is awesome.
That is so cool.
Okay, Brian, we need you to sign the poster.
Yeah.
Naturally.
So we could ship you out here.
if you're going national, yeah,
we could
yeah,
ship
seriously.
it to you.
Oh, we should have him come out for Tim's birthday bash next year.
Oh, 100%.
We got to go to an escape room.
Can you send them a sticker? And then we just put a sticker out there on it.
That is amazing. So, guys, oh, look at this.
Oh,
There's two, and you know what? It is addressed to Ricky and Chad, and it makes sense
Okay. Yeah.
as to why.
that is amazing.
That is awesome. Bowman Chrome. He is a bro.
It
He's
is.
bro now. Bowman Chrome University Cam Rising National Sports Card Convention.
That
Silver. Take a look at that.
and it is the photo from the card.
Naturally.
Oh my God, it is! Yeah.
You're struggling on tying
Oh.
these together, Chad.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
Ricky mentioned he slept 15 hours on Saturday. I've slept 15 hours this week. So
Yeah.
we're
That's
pulling
fair.
on
I'm doing a little bit better.
digging deep.
That is pretty cool.
How awesome is that?
That's so cool. That this is
Oh
going
my
right into
God.
my PC. Like
That is awesome.
this instantly means so much to me.
Guys, I kind of want to hang that up, not here, but in my clinic room and tell patients, like, yeah, like this came from a listener of a podcast.
You should.
But then I would have to tell them about the podcast. Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
sports card photographer, we need another print.
I think we will pay
Yeah.
you for that.
Yeah. Black and white.
Send us the image and I'll go get it printed at our local Walmart.
Oh, man, that is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
That-
Thank you.
That's incredible.
No,
And it's-
go follow him on Instagram. The posts are really cool. The photos that he takes, and then he shows the cards or card that it ends up on.
and if his name isn't clear enough, and if we haven't made it clear enough,
Yeah.
his photographs end up on cards,
Yeah.
So
Speaks
go
for itself.
check
Yes.
it out. Like it's not just a catchy name.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
He's gonna be a really cool guest to have on down the road. I'm very excited about that. I gotta ask you, did we get rid of the wedding music?
No, hopefully not.
That's what I keep staring at.
You can chat and I'll look for it.
okay. So as we kind of teased at the
This
very
one?
The tape recording of sex sounds come from you.
Is that the one you're looking for?
yeah, close. That was Tim at the wedding.
That's why I got started late.
Late?
Wait, we were in the room with you.
Late?
Uh,
Can you even use the word late for
Yeah.
the time that started?
Might as well have been a different day.
There we go.
Aw.
That's what we're looking for.
I don't know where that volume should be. So I'll let you
God
do that.
damn it.
Why is that on the sound?
So,
I put it on there last week. We played it last week.
so so many things we've been sworn to secrecy to.
Oh, this just saddle up
Okay.
and
So
read
many things-
between every line.
Yeah, and just bear with us. I'll tell you what I can. And honestly, I'll own the editing this week if I say something that I can't say, because I honestly have no idea at this point. Can we talk about the fact that you almost forgot every decoration when Chad picked you up for the wedding?
Yeah,
Can we
Oh.
talk about the fact that you almost forgot your wedding suit when Chad picked you up for the wedding?
absolutely.
Can we talk about the fact that your top button didn't fit and that was the first time you had tried on that shirt?
All true statements.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just setting the stage.
Yeah, I don't know where my head was, but it was up in the clouds and then beyond the stratosphere.
Well, the funny
and,
part was, like, we're up in your apartment.
Yeah.
Can we say his name? Do you think?
uh,
Maybe not. We were with your buddy.
Yeah.
And we're upstairs in your apartment.
One of your groomsmen.
Yes, to go get a couple of things you said. You're like, hey, we need to load up my car.
Yeah, MJ. Okay.
So I guess we can't say something.
Yeah. No, you're good.
And basically we get up there and you've got a coffee in hand and you take a few steps into your apartment and you kind of turn around and like one of those things where you just walk into a room just to make sure you've got everything. You give it a quick glance, you turn around, you kind of shrug your shoulders and like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yep.
And MJ and I kind of shoot each other a look like we came up here to load the car, but he hasn't grabbed anything. And so that's when, like, mentally, I'm like, oh my God, I have this checklist in my mind of like things that I needed to make sure Tim had. And this was the moment I needed to pull it out. And it was 9:30 in the morning. The reception wasn't till, later.
Yes.
This is why we needed so much sleep, because all the rest of us had to panic for Tim.
Oh, you guys, I
because he
can't
couldn't
even
give
tell
an
you.
S.
Yeah, no. And all the boxes were sitting like right there in the hallway.
Honey
like-
Badger Tim, don't give an F.
Oh, had just no clue. Like, Tim, the lanterns. You talked about lanterns. Do you have them? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good? Yeah, we're good. Tim, what are the lanterns hanging on? Oh, shepherd hook. Yeah, we got to get the shepherd hook. Okay, yeah, good. Tim, anything else? No, that's everything.
Do you have the wedding ring?
Fortunately, Tim's wife did not let him even touch the wedding rings.
Thank God.
That was her responsibility to give to
Thank
me.
God.
We grab one other table decoration and finally it's like, okay, ready to go. So we go downstairs, load it. And I'm like, nah, I literally have to go through everything. Tim, do you have your suit? Oh, no.
He's
Tim,
walking out.
Grab your shoes. Grab your tie. Grab your shirt that you have not tried on yet for your wedding. You look very sharp, by the way.
You did. And
look
honestly,
good.
all jokes aside, you could not tell that button wasn't done.
Yeah.
With
No,
your
I know.
time.
Yeah,
That
it
was a nice.
It was perfect.
That was a nice
It ended up being perfect.
It did.
But screw you, Banana Republic. I've been wearing your stuff for at least 15 years, and a medium should have fit. The one day I needed it to fit.
Says the man who's been
don't
eating
have
pastries.
time to edit this week, but my God, a montage of all the desserts for the last 7 months would be so perfect right now.
So many pastries and boba teas.
Just I want to cut to every one of them and put some 80s music in there. Throw a headband on him. Just to dripping all over the microphone.
I will give a prize to the listener that sends us a list in order of every pastry Tim has had in the 6 months this show has been going season 3.
But yeah, screw you, Banana Republic.
It wasn't a euphemism for anything this time.
But crisis was averted in that moment. I fast forward a little bit and we'll take a step back. But Tim, I mean, you were sitting there 15 minutes and finally you turn around and we're all giving you your space. You know, I'm trying to get some good photos of you, like dramatically put on your tie. And finally you turn around and you're like, guys, there's a problem. And we all knew it immediately. We're like, uh-oh.
I need an extender.
Tim, I walked over to him. He had scissors in his hand. He's like, Chad, will you cut the back of my shirt? No. Absolutely
Wait,
not.
No. We got to slow this down. What was the plan? Were you going to cut a snip in the back of your collar so it would stretch in the front?
It's the little buttonhole. I was going to just extend it a little
You were going
bit.
to create another hole? A bigger hole?
You know, Chad, I
He's
think
got
Chad,
a 3-inch hole in his neck.
Don't you guys use clamps when you pull babies out of women? Like, is that what he
Oh,
wanted?
yeah, the old
Just
forceps.
Stick a forcep in there?
and then the good old episiotomy, as Chad described it.
Yeah,
as,
you were trying to pediosomize your neck there, and immediately, no, Tim, we're not doing that. So we just went with the loose top button, and cinched that sucker up in there, and it worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is we had plenty of time to discuss tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And can I talk about it?
Absolutely.
Okay. At one point, this wedding was, I think, about at the hour mark of being late. We still had another half an hour to go. Little did we know.
Yeah.
And I was tasked with being sent up to go talk to the audience that was sitting in their chairs in the sun.
Hey, it was like a balmy 70 degrees.
It wasn't
was.
hot, but that sun was right in their
That sun
eyes.
gets in you.
And I said, hey, guys, don't worry. Your favorite co-host is here. It's not Tim's fault. The bride, as many brides are, needs a little more time to just finish getting ready. It'll just be a few minutes. And, man, I think I sprinted back down that hill faster than I moved in the entire escape room with Flo.
That's pretty fast.
I butt cheeks clenched and I was power walking back to safety.
I don't know how you guys poked your head out that many times. I mean, that was tough.
No, and people were good sports. You could tell you were very well loved, and even Mrs. eBay pointed out when she was up there that a lot of the people that had traveled for your wedding were up there just with complete smiles on their face. They were happy to be there. No one was really all that agitated. Yeah, but that's not the version I got. So here's the audio of me coming back and explaining to the men how it went.
Let's see. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. I did. I'm so proud of myself.
And there's video if you go on YouTube. I told them, please sit tight, wait a few minutes, and we're not catching that.
Okay. I'll go ahead and stop it.
I wonder why that is, because everything else you play on there should seem to work.
Yeah.
Right through.
Oh, you know what? It's not user error, is it? No. Nope.
Should be right.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. I don't think we got it. Yep.
Well, we'll post it somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe we can repost it on our Twitter or something.
Yeah, there's got to be a
link.
place to do it. I wonder if we can do this. See if this picks it up. This will be our last try.
Yes, I like that. I was just going to suggest it. Put it. There you go.
Now the key is we got to find out where it is.
We're going to jerry rig it.
Let's try it. I don't think we got it. I don't got it.
Oh, no. Reload.
Yep.
We're all good. We're all good. I will say that I wore your very traditional priest's outfit. And one of the funniest bits that I did while we were all waiting was I would fart on people and then say, "You've been blessed."
Such a great guy.
Looking out for you guys, man.
All right, let's see if we can play it.
Okay.
Let us know in the chat if you can hear this.
I told them way better. Please sit tight. Wait a few minutes, and we're just waiting on the bride to get ready. Just a couple more minutes. They all looked at me with dead eyes. Soulless, not a word. Like dead, like a doll's eyes. It was like staring into the Black Sea. I think. I'm pretty sure someone threw something at me as I was walking back there. Yeah, it didn't smell good.
Honestly, goodness, how do you feel now compared to what you felt 5 minutes ago?
I don't want to go out there. Can we bring some people from the podcast, people that like me? Him. No one's going to stay as soon as I start talking. I think I need to wake him up. Hello, I'm Hayden. I threatened that about 15 times.
Oh, that was so good. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. And no, but people were good sports and I was, I was actually pretty happy because the people running the wedding minutes after I went up and said, "Just kidding, come on down and have a cocktail." And it greatly improved everyone's moods even more. So we finally got going. I'd say an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And that's where Chad made his first bad bet.
Yeah.
He decided he was going to bet me. I think at that point, all seriousness, I think we were probably at the 45-minute mark. And I think that the bet was whether or not it would go another 18 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the line. And Chad took the under.
I had faith, Tim.
I let him choose. And he still took the under.
Yeah. I didn't even hesitate. Yeah. Easy.
As soon as he said that, I was like, oh. Get my Venmo ready.
I did not win that bet.
No, you did not. And it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Yeah.
At that point?
Yeah.
As far as being late?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to completely dissociate from everything so I wouldn't be stressed out.
Oh, we actually have audio of Tim's brain.
I mean, that's what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
It's quieter than that.
And we were trying to like talk about different things to get
Yeah.
you hyped. I don't know if you remember, like you asked us to play the Chicago Blackhawks fight
Yeah.
song, their intro song, some
Mhm.
gladiator music.
hmm
We played the Hangover quote like 17 times because I wanted to distract you a little bit and drill it into your brain.
Yeah.
We played the whole theme, the whole soundtrack to the Haunted Mansion ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Played "It's a Dead Man's Party" by Oingo Boingo. What?
Did
Final
the thought ever
Countdown.
cross your mind that she was gone?
Nah,
I'll ask it.
I wasn't worried about that. We knew where she was.
We did.
Yeah.
Because each of us kept pacing on over there. Peeked my head in the door.
Yeah. Ricky
Hey,
had the nervous.
you ready?
Ricky had the nervous poops at least 3 times, I think.
Easily.
I did it. Yeah.
I finally had to sit my ass in a chair because I couldn't stop moving.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if we want to cover anything else in the ceremony itself per se. I thought the ceremony largely went well. I think we
Yeah.
pivoted well when we had the one hiccup with the cauldron.
Yeah.
I made sure it was running the entire time till you guys got back from photos, so everyone could see the mist. But I did have several people come up to me and say, "Hey, it was pretty funny the way you pivoted.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome. You got to go see it down at the reception."
I didn't even notice.
Thank you.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Yep.
I know the cauldron, obviously. I filled that sucker up with water, but
Yeah. Well, evidently we didn't fill it up enough.
Yeah.
I see.
That was my fault for not describing it better. but
No,
yeah.
and I should.
So- Or remembering to fill it up in the first place with the hour and a half that we had just
Thank
sitting
God,
there.
because it was about an hour 15 before Tim says, "Oh wait, we didn't go fill up that or the 3 containers that needed food dye so they could pour it into it."
It was really cool when I tested it out in the kitchen.
It
you know?
was. It
Yeah.
was cool. And
But-
and I kept it running literally while you guys were taking photos most of the time. But it was working well down at the
Yeah.
reception. So people could see it. We made sure it was in a prominent spot. But other than that, I didn't feel like the only other error, if I'm being super nitpicky, I had everyone stand up
Ah.
early.
Yeah.
But that's because the planners were saying, "Hey, we're going to signal you." And I
Yeah.
think they were signaling someone else. And I thought
Yeah.
it was me. But, you know, I think that people standing for Chad is not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally worth it.
Yeah. It was good. It's good for me.
So now we get to the reception.
I did lose money during the reception.
Oh, yes. No, we do
ceremony,
have. You
ceremony.
tried to double up and you made another terrible bet in hindsight. You bet that this man, who we've known for years, our whole audience has known for several years, because season 1 went multiple years. You've known you 4 or 5 years, 4 years now.
4 years, yeah.
You have never shown an ounce of emotion in your life. And Chad demands that we bet that you're going to cry.
Yeah, double or nothing because he lost the over-under on the way.
Yeah.
I said, I'll give
Tim
you 2
told
to
me
1.
well.
Not only double or nothing, 2 to 1
Yeah,
odds.
that's why I
So
took
I
it.
actually owed him. It was 3 to 1. But I knew. I asked you. I turned to Tim one time. I said, "Tim, are you going to cry?" And
Yeah.
he looked me dead in the eye. Not
Nope.
a chance. And I said, "Done.
You
Give
gotta-
me my 40."
Well,
Oh my.
yeah. See, he's angry that I lost the bet.
Yeah.
But also that open bar didn't just have beers; they had old fashions, and I needed to stay hydrated. We were going to be out in the sun for hell's sake.
Yes, you
So as we're
did.
passing the time, it may have made me a little more susceptible to placing a bet that maybe I shouldn't have bet.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work. And so we got up to the ceremony and I'm just watching Tim like a hawk. And there was maybe one time when he was doing his vows and when she was doing hers. That's when I was most nervous.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get him.
And as soon as she got halfway through her vows and he didn't break, I'm like, yes.
I know.
you
I knew I was
got
screwed.
this.
I knew I was screwed.
So we did place bets on Tim's wedding as an homage to him. You're welcome, Tim.
Yeah, that was fun. Well done.
But then we get to the reception. And well, we met Tim's childhood friend from, I think, around elementary or junior high, somewhere in
Junior
that
high, yep.
range. Was trying to be vague on purpose there, but he told us some stuff. They told us some stuff. We have for sure confirmed that the baseball card shop / pornography store is real.
Yes,
Guys,
dude, that made my night.
I've never seen you look happier than when they told you that they confirmed to us that it was real. And not only was that real, little Timmy, little 11-year-old, 10-year-old Timmy would we learned
how much are you going to say?
Would send the cashier into the back for lime green Gatorades and then run behind the counter and steal all the porn.
There were multiple copies, so you take the front one and it's like you didn't even know. Yeah.
And I believe the story went that the pornography were covered with black covers. And so they would grab a bunch, rip it open, say, "Oh, this sucks," and have to go do their plan again.
Just like Tim ripping basketball cards in the 2000s.
Yeah. Classic.
We also learned that Tim was known to rollerblade through campus and steal street signs.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So the L in Chicago, each colored line has, maps for that line inside each of the little cars. And the goal was to get one from every single line. And I came damn close. There was one line, I think it was the pink, that only had 2 stops. So you had to be really, really dedicated to go get that one.
Did you get it?
Yeah. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. I wish I had kept it, but I donated it to somebody who I knew was staying in Chicago.
To the city.
Yeah.
Well,
they were missing street signs.
Funny enough, Tim was known to have stolen multiple of these. And the one that I was told about when they were rollerblading, they were actually caught by campus security and told to drop the sign where it was. They immediately did so and scurried away on their rollerblades.
Yep. Good times.
Quick, bolt away. He's going at the speed of someone walking.
Crack, 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 crack.
Man, ninja moves, baby.
We also learned that there is, I'll just say this, I can't say more. There's some dispute over whether this is Tim's second or third marriage. You're going to have to find us in person to hear more about that. I won't say anything more, but there is dispute. There's dispute. We're going to kill Chad. I may or may not have seen some evidence of maybe a third one, and I called Chad over, and Chad, being responsible, was in the middle of packing up all of Tim's gifts. He was trying to get us out of there on time. He said, "Ricky, I really don't have time to look at this." And I said, "Trust me." And it almost gave Chad the heart attack. We almost had to will him out of that place.
Hey, arranged marriages kind of stink, I did give, kind of in backwards order, I did give Mrs. Junkie's not stepdad, Jeff, a cow as part of a dowry. I was joking about that early on, after I had proposed. And he wouldn't let it go. He was like, "Where's my cow? Where's my effing cow?" And then I hadn't heard about it for about 6 months. And I still remembered, though. So I got one of those little plush stuffed Beanie Baby type cows and tied a gift card to Butcher Box to it. So I did actually gift him a cow.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love that. He was super cool, by the way. I thought he was very thoughtful in his speech to you guys. He really tailored it to you as well as his daughter.
Yeah.
And at this point, he and I had a good conversation where he considers her just a plain old daughter. And you could tell he cared a lot about her and it was a really cool guy.
Yeah.
He is a really cool guy.
Good people.
Let's see. I got to be careful because there was a lot that cannot be discussed.
That's the problem.
Tim was known to, I think the statute of limitations is run, and it's only Tim. Tim was known to work at the bookstore and
no, I didn't work.
Divert. Oh, you didn't work there? No. You just walked in and grabbed him?
Yeah.
I learned this on the way up to the wedding in the car.
I see Tim 100% differently after that night. There's a version of you we've never known.
Man of mystery. Yeah.
He was known to go in and collect books off the shelves of the bookstore, bypass the checkout lane, and then proceed to sell them to students.
You know, so 5-finger discount for me, free 99, and then
Passing
everybody
that
wins,
savings
wins.
along.
Yeah, 50% off. Still a lot of profit in that.
So yeah, we learned a lot about Tim that night, from college roommates, from junior high friends, and literally, I've never seen Tim more animated than when they confirmed the sports card / porn shop. And I'll tell, I was telling my family, I'm like, yeah, I told my brother this weekend, I said, forever we thought that shop was kind of like 40-year-old virgin, how boobs are feel like sand.
Yeah.
And we had to say, Tim, have you ever been to a sports card shop?
Yes.
And shame on us. Here you were telling the truth all along.
Joke's on you.
Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
That was such happenstance too. Like, I don't even know where I was walking towards, but like just in the middle of the conversation, like Robbie, oh, sorry, damn it.
You get to text him.
And you get to edit.
Edit. Damn it. How many minutes are we in?
51. 51:30.
51:30. I suck. Anyway, that's enough.
Should probably move on from that subject. You're gonna have to edit on YouTube too. Have fun with that.
Oh, I love Tim.
Fudge.
This is Tim. Like, just so you guys know, this is not an act Tim puts on 1 hour a week. Like,
Yeah.
this is Tim to his core. This is who he is.
I can't help it.
No, you can't. It's why we love you.
I think we
Oh,
should move
man.
on
Yeah.
before
No,
more things happen.
So it was a great time, a lot of fun. We were all exhausted. Excellent time all around. And I think that you and the new missus are very happy. I hope
We are.
Good. All right. Well, as we promised an hour ago, just like Tim's wedding, we are going to take some listener mailbag questions.
Oh, yeah. There's that.
We haven't, dude. I just want the people at home to know. Don't expect an hour and a half every week.
No.
Do not.
No.
We're not starting this trend. You got lucky in 3 weeks in a row. Right?
Should we just table this for next week?
Well, we did promise.
We did
All
promise.
right. All right.
I think it's good to set ourselves to at least some boundaries here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. First question comes from Ricky8383.
Yeah.
How many times has Tim been married now? I'll hang up and take my answer on air.
I'll hang up and listen.
I thought that's what you're going to write, but I was like, well, all right, you didn't write that, so I'll just read what he wrote.
Yeah, I couldn't get it right. I pulled it, Tim.
It's just like, units. We don't really know what it actually means.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
Moving on.
We'll just let that sit there. Find us at a live show. We'll tell you how many times. For
Oh,
sure.
man. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Well, here's our next one. Let's see. Can I do this in real time? Do I have the ability? Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Mostly 90s basketball cards. Can we get a Cam Rising Heisman update?
Mm.
Well, Ricky, you want to start on that one?
We're talking odds, health, chances,
He's not winning it.
personal outlook.
He's not winning it. Texas has 2 quarterbacks that will win it before he does.
Yeah.
And I'm not confident he's coming back in the next couple weeks.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
For me, that's a problem. The man is made of paper.
Yep.
He's a bit old too.
Tends to be a problem.
Yeah. Trust me, my heart wants to tell you, but I have it on good authority. It was a laceration and dislocated finger, and this type of dislocation, while the person that I heard from didn't know specifically as to Cam, said it could be upwards of an 8-week injury because you tear ligaments when you dislocate your finger.
Yeah. Sounds like it was a thumb. Yeah.
Well, and here's the crap. I don't
No?
know that. No, I think it was one of his middle fingers.
Yeah.
I think there was discussion that it was a thumb at
Okay.
first, but I think it's one of his middle fingers. And
Huh.
here's what kills me: Utah is somehow, and it's one of the things that Belichick and the Patriots did so well. It pissed me off among many things. They would never discuss what was going on with their roster.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
No updates. Utah is somehow worse at that.
Yeah.
Or better, depending on what, I'm sure Utah loves it because they think that their opponents don't know. But like they walked Cam out last game at Utah State and had him taking shotgun hikes,
Mhm.
acting like he was going to throw, and then just
Oh,
underhanding
God,
it to him.
was
It's like,
not
who do you
good.
think you're kidding?
Oh,
Cam's not winning the Heisman.
no,
It's not good.
that's not good.
I hope he comes back at some point.
Next question. Late 90s b-ball.
Yeah.
My wife wanted to ask your wives how much time y'all spend on sports cards in relation to the amount of quality time you spend with them.
Oh,
I like mine more. LOL. So,
Well,
why don't you come on over?
Hey, come over to my
Glasses
side.
off. You're gonna have to sit right here. They'll just shine into the light. So we got Mrs. Doc here. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Hey, there she is.
Hi.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right, well, go for it.
I would say that you probably work about 60% of your awake time, and 10% you spend running, and 20% you probably spend on both your podcast and your ghost hunting stuff.
So we're at 90%.
So I get 10%.
As much as running.
Well, I mean, those are two loves. So
I mean, sometimes we run together.
Yeah, that's true. We do.
So 10 to 12%.
Yeah.
So what about the time that you're on the air for the podcast? So that counts.
Oh, that's at least a 0.5%
yeah.
this week.
0.001%.
Tim, what would your significant other say?
I do spend most of my time with her, so I would say that outweighs the amount of time I spend browsing on eBay for Frank Thomas die cut cards.
That's not an answer.
No.
No, but it's just like units. You can't quantify it.
Do you spend in this past week?
Yeah.
Have you spent more time gambling on the Esser or looking at sports cards?
Sports cards.
Oh,
Yeah.
You also spent an entire day at a wedding on Friday.
yeah. Yeah, true.
To be
What-
fair, I was like off my phone, undistracted, to the point where I didn't remember I had my vows written.
He also forgot his vows.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He forgot to print his vows and had to handwrite them.
No, I printed them. I just forgot to bring them with me.
Yeah.
My hand cramped like a mofo trying to write those down.
I know you're panicking. We still had another 50 minutes to go. I would say that I spend most of my time not with my wife. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't look at sports cards all that often. I go to the sports local card shop on average probably once a week, once every 2 weeks at most. And I'll dip into eBay here and there, but unless I'm really like hot for a specific card or something, meh.
Can I, in your defense?
Please.
I think your wife travels a lot.
Yes, she does travel a lot, so that gives me lots of opportunities to mess around with some cards.
Yeah, solo time is fair game.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
You want to stick around for a few minutes? Okay, so up on the screen, I've got some of the questions in here. Just read them off to the guys. And you got to get right up in that mic.
If Chad spent more time,
No, don't read that. That's a comment. Hold on.
what did you want to read?
Read this.
Ricky want to go to a Utah game together.
So this is from Nebrolian PC and actually University of Texas.
Is this someone you know?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine now. He does nothing but play NCAA football. He is an absolute ringer with cheat codes. He is French. You can't trust the French.
No, you cannot.
He was a fan of Deshaun Watson, although he did make an about face when the time was called for. He's a very cool listener of ours and friend of ours that's participated in our Secret Santa, and he taught at UT at Texas. We call it UT. And he and I have bonded over. We shared our student ID cards from 2 decades ago with each other. And yes, Nebrolian, I would love to go to a UT game with you. Let's plan it. I haven't been back in 20 years.
Oh, University of Texas.
Yes.
not
Yes.
Utah.
Nope.
Gets a little different when you're behind the mic. Yeah. Texas. So this is from Nebrolian, but to Tim.
Uh-oh.
What does it feel like to be married?
Meh.
Again, you guys think that that's a bit that Tim's doing? That's who he is. Sarah, why don't you tell the audience about the efforts we had to go to make sure Tim would dance with his daughter?
Yeah. So Tim's daughter, I'm gonna try really hard not to say her name or
Tim's already editing this week. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Very sweet girl. We've hung out at Disneyland a few times over the years, and she was part of the wedding. It was very cute. Ricky and Tim and Tim's wife included her, and she was sitting at our table. We were having some cake, and we talked about trying to get her to dance with her dad. No. She didn't want the attention. Didn't want.
Typical child answer,
Yeah.
by the way.
And Chad and Ricky were so sweet. They were all the pictures will be so nice. And I finally said, I think your dad would really like it. And she said, okay.
But what you missed is I ran over to Tim and said, your daughter isn't going to come to you, so you go to her. Meh. And it's not that he doesn't love his daughter. It's not that he doesn't want to dance with her. It's that there's nothing rattling inside that head of his. The reception. There's just a marble just bouncing.
It was bouncing pretty good.
But you guys did do the dance. We got a bunch of photos. It was so cute.
No, it was very nice of you guys to help make that happen.
Yeah. No, I'm very proud of you guys, both of you, for doing it.
Yes, getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, because I know that's not either your comfort zone. And it was the perfect song. It was about a father and daughter. I think it was just beautiful.
Very cute.
Yeah, I'll remember that part of the way.
I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of you.
Next question. Go ahead and read this one.
All right.
Wax Museum Kyle wants to know, question for Chad. You have to select one of the following QBs to captain your next ghost hunt. Who do you choose and why?
And then the choices that he gave that I did not put on here. So we have Paxton Lynch, Drew Lock, Russell Wilson, let's ride. And then he said after yesterday, referring to Sunday, I think we should change out Paxton Lynch to Bo Nix. So we got Bo Nix, Drew Lock, Russell Wilson.
That's
Ooh,
rough.
That is rough.
All right. So Russell Wilson is the smiling, pretty face that you're going to put on a thumbnail of your ghost hunt to get clicks.
Okay.
It's going to get the ladies and the gentlemen to click on it.
You might be taller than him, too.
Drew Lock. Drew Lock's the party guy. He's the Ricky of the group. Drew Lock's going to be the guy you're going to have the most fun with, who's not going to be afraid to go crawl in that tunnel
That's right.
and to go F around with the demon and find out.
He'll be wearing his Ghostbusters outfit.
Give me my
Good.
boy Drew Lock. Yeah.
Dancing in the background.
Yes. All right. So let's see here. Oh boy, this is a big one. Do you know why we have the bell?
No.
Good. All right. Read this one. This is from late 90s B-ball.
Oh boy.
Tim falls into a hypothetical massive Vegas gambling debt. Ricky and Chad can save him, but in order to do so, Ricky must sell 100% of his sports card collection, and Chad will go home with a tapeworm that will remain undiscovered for at least 10 years or more. Chad and Ricky will also both be terrible at NCAA football for the next 2 years, losing to Nebrolian repeatedly. Once freed, all will enjoy a Wendover pastry buffet. If Chad and Ricky do not save Tim, he will suffer 2 broken kneecaps and be divorced again. Will Chad and Ricky save him? What in the world?
Wow. That's an interesting question.
Ricky, I'm going to let you take that one.
I'll try and take this as serious as I can. The answer is yes.
Aw.
And I would never speak to you again.
That's fair.
That is perfect.
Oh man.
All right, guys, we got 2 more. How you guys
I
doing?
love it.
Let's
I
do
love
it.
it. But
All
yes,
right.
I would absolutely sell my collection to save either of you two if you guys truly needed it. Now,
Aw.
if you're maintaining your jobs as doctors and I think you can dig yourself out of the hole, I'm going to say good luck to you. I'll see you.
Yep.
But if it's true, it was truly a situation where, hey, I need this or else I die, I got you.
Aw.
And I'm probably going to have to cut out that like some extra time for that tapeworm. So I fear you might be that 10% with the tapeworm coming in.
And for the
I'm
record,
just
being
kidding.
bad at NCAA and losing to Nebrolian for the next 15 years of my life is already happening.
Yeah.
So that means nothing.
Yeah, that's moot. Yep.
All right, guys, we have 2 questions left from NC Basketball PC. These 2 are a little more meaningful. I sent these out to you guys to think about, and I should have done the same for the wives question that I had for Sarah, and I just spaced it.
All
So
good.
I apologize for that.
No worries.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and read this one?
What are your highlights from the podcast in the last year?
Well, I think it's important to note we've only been doing season 3 for 6 months, and that's been all of that I've participated in the past year for the most part. I really enjoyed coming to the season end of season 2, the show finale. That was a lot of fun. Coming back, starting up again with episode 1 was fun, just to be back in the studio with you guys. Unquestionably for me, it's been getting to know our local card shop better and doing shows from that local card shop, including around my birthday, trade nights, interviews with them. That has been the coolest thing for me thus far. And of course, the listener, the YouTube, to be able to interact more with our listeners. And it's not even, I don't even want to call them listeners, friends. Who join us week in, week out, and will comment and make us laugh harder than we're probably making you guys laugh. That's been the favorite elements of the show for me in this reincarnation.
It's pretty good. I jotted down 3 things. Episode 23 from this year, when we had the listener card stories.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool. 3 listeners, Nebrolian, JJJ_Gambino, and Justin. Really awesome props for hopping on and sharing your journeys. We just love hearing stories like that. I love hearing stories like that. It makes me feel like a collector more.
Right.
And camaraderie in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Papa eBay. Can't forget him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I do have to throw a shout out to Tort Dan for that.
Yeah, the christening of Tort Dan during that episode. Then number 3, I'll just leave it at soaking.
Man, you nailed all. I'm like, when I gave my answer, I was like, man, I just took all the answers. They have nothing.
Yeah. Nope.
And those were 3 excellent shows.
I haven't talked to Sarah about that. Do you want to describe that one?
And
mine for the last year. This one is tricky because everything you guys said stands out to me as well. So I've got the easy cop out statement there. I think by far and away, looking back at it, it was definitely the last show of last season. And then the next 4 months that followed. So actually not an episode.
Yeah.
You guys who listen to this have no idea how much I think that episode is the podcast, and the podcast helps us too out in life as well. Like, there were a lot of sit downs talking about if we were still going to do this, to be able to find time, and just the way things had worked out, we didn't know if that was going to be the case.
Right.
And we had some like real serious sit downs, of course, over ice cream, which makes everything better over at Culver's.
But we did several.
I think looking back in life, whenever this thing runs its course, if it ever does, or if I don't know.
Yeah. But
I think that will be a key moment, at least in my relationship with you guys, and certainly for the podcast. And that's one that, we don't necessarily need to fully articulate why, but it was a really big deal, and I think really impactful for me. And I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that happened.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No.
From both of you guys.
That's very sweet of you. And I completely agree.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yep.
What do you hope to do with the podcast in the next year?
I think I have to go first. I have to decrease the time to 9% of the podcast in my life and increase the time with my spouse to 21%.
Well done, Chad. That wasn't forced at all.
Chad, blink twice if you're not safe.
It's a play. Have you guys have seen that one, right? For football season, like the funny little video. Have you seen those? I'll show it to you after. There's like a spoof of a wife holding a knife, and she's holding the camera. You can see her in the mirror, and it's a guy repeating a thing. Sarah's never once said anything about me taking time away from this, but
No.
I think just for me to roll with this, I want in the next year to do more things with YouTube.
Mhm.
And I think it would be a lot of fun to actually bring in people. We have not talked about this. I don't know if it's going to happen. Bring in people who, like Brian, sports card photographer.
Yes.
Bring him on for 10 minutes a show and give them 10 minutes to educate us, to be friends with us. Not full episodes, but just a little bit of sprinkle of that into our show and allow us to continue the times when we don't have to prepare a full show to just come on and chat and still do this, but have other people also provide content. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea.
I like the YouTube idea. I think for me, I just got to remember to at least take one day off each week so that we can do the show, preferably Thursdays.
It is good when you remember that we have a show. That does help.
Yeah. Just like I kind of
And we
remembered to
appreciate it,
take a day off for my wedding.
which I cannot. Yes.
Don't say you can't believe it. You absolutely can believe it. He's shown us nothing but that kind of decision making.
Oh my God. I have neglected the chat here. I apologize. So in the next year, I need to do a better job of not neglecting the chat.
Hey, I got to give you props, man. It is super hard to follow those chats and get them up there and keep talking.
Well,
on
I
these
got eye
mics.
candy over here distracting me.
That
so
too. That doesn't help.
Yes.
For me, I'd like to go back to kind of some of the stuff we did in the first season. I think we need some more bets, not financial bets, but with woo slaps or pies to the face, or I'd like to see us bet on like an eating competition. I'd like to see us bet on a game of horse. Like we got to do something. It was so jerry rigged and like full of duct tape. Our race that we did. It was so hinky. But man, we worked so hard at it, and it turned out well enough that people that wanted to see it could see it, and
Yes.
we got good audio. I'd like to come up with some wacky bets. Secret Santa is coming back, and I'm telling you all, October 1st, we're going to start announcing it, and there's going to be a hard deadline in October, and if you guys fail to meet it, you can still be in Secret Santa this year, but you're out next year. We're not messing around this year. Every year they take 6 weeks to get us their cards. Oh, eBay didn't get it to me. We're giving you plenty of notice. And so be on the listen. But seriously, the Secret Santas are the most fun we've done. And in fact, I think wasn't that the show finale last year?
Yeah.
So much
I
fun.
think so. Yeah.
And such a labor of love. I'd like to grow that. I'd like to add to that. Have more guests on, maybe more remote shows, maybe from some either sports card shows or even going to other sports card shops, maybe in neighboring states, and saying, hey, can we broadcast live from your shop? I think that would be fun. Some road trips that we've done. So a bit more of that. But honestly, I don't think our show's all that broken, and I don't think there's a lot that needs to be fixed. Just more interaction with the listeners. I am very, very close. I was supposed to tell you that this was completed about a month ago. Call me Tim. I'm really planning on going to the National.
Oh, yeah. Remember that one weekend where you said you'd get divorced if you didn't book that flight to the Chicago?
Yeah, I got to go check on the status of my marriage. I got to go check the court docket to see if she's filed anything.
Can you backdate like when you booked a ticket?
I bet you could help me figure it out.
Yeah.
but yeah, just I that is actually a big goal for me, is to meet more of our friends from the show. You two have had done a much better job of that over the years, going to nationals with our friends from the show. I would like the opportunity to do that too.
It's unlike any experience that we've had.
Yeah.
The experience with listeners on here is great. It's magnified times 100.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
You're going to have a blast.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
Very good. Guys, we do have a number of things. Let me roll through what we have here in
Yeah.
the chat as I've neglected this. We'll kind of back up a little bit. I guess we'll start with this one. Next year, green_stiller. Next year, I think y'all should remember how to log in, post to your accounts. Well, you know what? I try. It's the best I can give you.
You know what?
I'm glad she can't hear that. Hey, we're on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah.
You want us? We're on Instagram. We're on the YouTubes. Tim, Deputy Dog says, I never got my $4 card from Tim.
Yeah, because it was a 99-cent Ronnie Brewster.
What?
Brewer.
This is the one Sarah was trying to post up here. Ricky wants to bring back some tit slapping for next year.
Yeah, but this time I'm slapping the tits.
Really?
I'm gonna slap those tits right off of you. I swear to God. Yeah.
Set yourself up. You're like, I'm not gonna slap you again. I promise, man.
And notice, hand is not open. Hand is closed.
This is this type of flinching in the escape room. Now, imagine that was just me flipping his nip.
Yeah, that's when you grow up with a little brother who won't stop screwing with you.
Oh man,
PTSD, man.
Someone said me out kicking the coverage is totally true.
Yep.
Told Chad to run less. Yeah, because I get cranky when I run too much. That's for sure. People saying that I was blinking SOS earlier. Yeah, that could have been the case. Papa eBay told me how to soak on that episode. God, your dad just spitting out knowledge.
Dude, how do you think I became so smart?
I think that's how you came to be.
There it is.
I gotta ask him who was jumping on the bed.
Oh my God. Call him right now. Call him right now. Put him on.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll do it.
Put him on.
Let's see if I can connect to our phone.
Shoot.
Give me just a minute. Pad for me.
Yeah, no problem. We got another one. Next season, can we swap Tim and Ricky's mics?
What?
That could be the case.
Trust me, my mic mutes me as hard as any mic can.
And we've got another question here while you're pulling him up.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doc, this is from Shirley. How do you feel about Chad hosting a shrine to the great Danny Ainge in your house? Don't let him sway you. Danny Ainge is the worst.
Who is that?
He's the Jazz general manager. The one I swear in my sleep at night.
Oh, I thought you had like a, what are they called in New Orleans? Voodoo doll
I did.
exactly on him. Yeah. I just wish you weren't naked around it so much.
Hello? Hello? You're on the air.
Who is this call?
It's Ricky. You're on the air.
Ricky eBay?
Yep. Hey,
Hell yeah.
So our listener said that you taught them about soaking on an episode.
Who said that?
One of our listeners. Is that how I was born?
Soaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who jumped on the bed? Paul?
Yeah. Why all these secrets?
We just wanted to check in with you. See how you're doing.
Doing good.
Is the bidet working okay?
Yeah. I'm going to give you a demonstration when you come over how to use one.
On air would be great.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
Love you. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
There we have
I
it.
only caught a little piece of that. What did you say?
He confirmed he did soak. Someone did jump on the bed, and that's how I was born. He'll be showing me how to use his bidet later this week.
Add it to the canon for.
What do you guys think about men having skid marks?
What?
Just in general?
It's been on Instagram the last week. It's like there are some men who are saying that real men have skid marks.
Oh my god!
No.
You're asking
Like for
because
not
of the
wiping?
bidet.
Yeah.
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 That's why you need a bidet
No,
or-
that's
well,
not okay.
I'm all for bidets. I'm not at all
No.
for skid marks.
No,
No.
we have bidets all throughout our house, with the exception of our guest room.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's where it's at, man.
That's how you're going to leave the show, huh?
Yeah.
You want me
Yeah.
to leave?
Mental
that's the end
image
of our
of
show.
tidy whities with a skid mark right down the middle.
I mean, I would expect nothing else for the end of our episode.
That's as good a place to
Sarah
end as
going out
any.
with a bang.
Jizz in my pants.
I'm glad you came.
All right. I'm tired. Let's go home.
Yeah, please.
Been another fun show for Chad and Tim. I'm Ricky, and I have no skid marks, and I'm wishing you all a one of one night.
This is a skid-free show.
Oh man, I'm
I'm
loopy.
pooped.
I'm pooped.
Sarah, I'll see you upstairs.
We've always maintained that
That's
this is a family show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my Tops Now cards, and
Yeah.
I need to tell you about the parallel I got.
This is a
Oh,
great
my
question
gosh.
here. What the hell is Mrs. Doc follow on Instagram that the algorithm censors skid mark content? That is a damn good question.
Yes,
That is a damn good question, Boston Steve.
we need to get into those algorithms.
What?
The speech professor.
Speech professor,
Responding
apparently.
to
I
a
don't know.
video where a guy was saying that real men have skid marks and then
You've already said too much.
That's the most disgusting and painful thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Is having skid marks.
All right, guys. Next week, I am in Arizona until Wednesday afternoon. We can do Wednesday or Thursday if that works for you.
Yeah.
Tim,
Thursday.
anyone in the chat, if you have a topic you'd like to hear us discuss next week, please go ahead and throw it in there.
Definitely.
Tim, you said Thursday?
Yeah. Final answer. September 26th, Thursday.
The day before
And then
our
the
ghost
day
hunt.
before the ghost hunt.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that
Okay.
a little bit.
That'll be good.
Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Please like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. Leave us a comment below. Send it to your friends. Probably don't send it to your family. Anything else you guys got?
Don't send it to children.
No. And Tim will be editing for the first time in a year. By God.
Well deserved.
Okay, bye.